All right, welcome to Scotty Watering. Today I got something completely different. My wife and I have a trip that we're in the middle of, that we're going from Wisconsin down to the Gulf Coast. And we saw this little camper show up at the Florida RV show, and lots of people showing that off. And we said, hey, we want to take a look at that. And guess what? They're in Nashville. That's where we can see this. So we stopped halfway in Nashville, and we're going to take a look at the Wingamm, right? Wingamm. All right, this is the Wingamm Oasi 540.1. It's tiny. Okay, short wheelbase on a Ram ProMaster chassis. You can see ours, we got the long wheelbase, is what I've been living with for quite a while. And how much longer. And of course, you got the big sliding door. With the monocoque fiberglass shell, that door is gone. So they just start with the chassis and then they put their whole shell on top of that. And so you just have a small entry door to get in. So you're eliminating all that wasted space inside that's usually taken up in a van. And also same thing on the back. You're not wasting van doors on the back. You have just specific doors to do what you want to do with it. Okay, taking a quick look around outside. This storage space here holds 2 propane tanks, and it is controlled by the same locking mechanism that controls the cab. So you can fit 2 propane tanks in here, and that is for the Truma heating system and the propane stove. So that's a pretty good capacity there. And that's nice to have on the outside, easy to refill. We've got an awning up top that is manually operated, not electronic. A little light out here for this area, and it's, you know, still a small space because it's a small vehicle. Around back, there's a storage compartment back here. It can hold a couple little things. You get your cables, your there's an extra cassette for your cassette toilet. All right, opened up. This is basically a good chunk of your outdoor storage. Like I said, there's room for a second cassette for your cassette toilet. I can certainly fit several chairs in there, some cables if you need for shore power. You can sneak in there. And this would be where the cassette is on the outside to empty your toilet. So there's no black tank in here, we just have a cassette toilet. And that has the same key as those. City water connections, so you can hook up a hose to this. You've got city water fill or freshwater fill here. Shore power here. We've got our gray water tank dump here, freshwater tank over here, so you can completely empty that freshwater tank. Very important in Wisconsin when you need to winterize the thing. And this compartment that is again in the central locking system. All right, so now I should be able to open that. This one goes underneath the dinette seat, so you have access to put things in outside and reach them on the inside as well. And that is a partially conditioned space, and definitely partially insulated too. Come around the front, basically newer design of the Ram ProMaster, with their own logo grill up front. And you can take a look up top. On the roof, there's an AC unit as well as, I think, 130 watts of solar. All right, before we go in, briefly, the fresh water is 26 and a half gallons, and the gray water is 18 and a half. All right, we're gonna go inside. That clips over here. There it is. Garbage can, right here, your entry. There is it gonna open? Step to help you get in and out. The window has the privacy screen in it. Hefty hinges. And we've got a bug screen. Okay, Inside now, like I said, I got the window screen here, so we get a little privacy spot here. In the back, right here, it comes with hanging storage, or you can get shelves in here. Additional storage down below. They're opening doors outside, and it's warning us that the doors are open. Over here, we've got the bathroom. Again, privacy curtain here, window screen. This does open up. Let's see how. Well, I know it opens it. It's an awning style window here. This is like the first model brought into the States. Shower head is currently missing. There's a few things that are missing in this first one they brought in. Would have a curtain all the way around up in here. Little vent. Love these big storage in here. Lots of room. Locking doors in the vanity. This is a ton of room for a lot of stuff. Nice little glass there, nice little sink, and the cassette toilet. Even has a cleaning brush in here. We've got power in here for some reason. We got USB outlets inside, so you can charge your toothbrush, I guess. And more storage underneath the sink. Toilet paper roll goes here on the inside because, well, I'm in a shower. So you don't want your toilet paper to be outside the shower. So plenty of room in the shower. It's kind of nice. Let's see, can I turn on the light? Yes. Shower light, ceiling lights. You can also turn them all off from the outside. We got a couple little hooks in here for your towels, a little hand towel hook. It's all a very nicely designed little space. Now, in the line of these campers, this is the only one that is currently in the States. There are other ones that will be coming over that are bigger, longer wheelbase. Some of them will have bunk beds in the back, and you can turn that bottom bunk into a garage space. They're kind of neat designs. But all of them, and the other designs, have a smaller kitchen, which is amazing. This one, the smallest one, has the biggest kitchen. So you've got all this counter space. We've got a 2-burner propane, and like I said, we have the propane tanks out there, so this will last a long time. Oops, a little rough there. There's usually an insert that can go in here, continuation of the counter, and we got this big, great big table. Now the table can do all sorts of magic. You can raise it and lower it so it can go adjust, move forward, back, drop down, add a mattress, make an extra bed in here. It can swivel so it would go under here and across and extend your kitchen counter space, which is really nice. Or be an extra table for sitting up here with the swivel seats in the driver's seats. And all this extra space and seating for 2 more people with seat belts in the vehicle. Now, you're going, where's the bed? Where's the bed in this thing? I don't want to have to make the bed every time. Well, you don't. There's the bed. You can keep your bedding on it. You've got the skylights, 2 of them. Great big one up front. Again, with the window with the bug screen and the blackout shade, and you can crank them open so you can let some ventilation in here. You got storage on each side, storage up top all along here. Great storage in this thing. Handles that keep it locked. You don't have to think about it. As soon as you close these, they are locked. No checklist there. On both sides. This is really a nice bed. There is a ladder that goes in here, but you can also just sort of pop up, stepping up here to hop up in there. Really nice, ready to go bed option. You just have to have your driver's and passenger seat swiveled for the bed to come down. Otherwise, they'll hit the headrest. There is a curtain track here for privacy all the way around. to block you off from the rest of the world. You've got light controls that when the bed is down, you can access it here or here, either side of the bed, as well as just controlling it now. So if I want to turn off my kitchen wall, I want to turn off the main corridor, kitchen, which I'm not sure which one is the corridor. Oh, that's down there. Kitchen, there's overhead kitchen as well as that kitchen wall. Reading lights are up in here. And then there's the bed lights up in there, and those have a USB on them, and they also have an on-off on them, their own up there. Really nice design. Ton of storage. And like I said, this underneath that seat is the access you can get to from outside or inside, which is really convenient to hold who knows what. I mean, heck, if you got a cat, you could probably even stick a cat box in that if you wanted. Lots of options. AC units up top there. The batteries for the system are under me right here. They're under that seat. You can get expansion batteries that would go under there if you wanted a larger battery pack. I forgot what the capacity is. I think it might be 200 watt hours. It comes with that. Alternator charger, so when you're driving, you're always charging it, and the solar panel on the roof. There is shore power, the Tuma heating system, which I don't know much about yet. It runs off the propane or shore power, so if you're plugged in, it's an electric system as well, just to be more efficient that way, and as well as the AC. There are several different design options you can get, different finishes, different names of designs. The Italian design is great on this. If you look at some of the other videos from Europe, they have these little puck lights that you have to touch to turn on. This has this overhead, just single light, main light. So you have different ways of turning things on and off without having to touch each individual light bulb like they did in Europe. I prefer this system. And it also then gives us an ability to just do everything off. There's a switch over here, just turn it all off. And when you leave, you don't have to worry about it. Make sure everything is off before you leave. Before I walk out the door, you get a couple cubbies in the door in this little area here. Little cubbies in the wall here. They're kind of nice. Like I said, these are awning style windows, so you can get some good ventilation in here, good cross breeze. That cross breeze can come across the bed or open up the vents up top. Beautiful space, all with bug screens. Really nice layout. And garbage can that as you leave, it is always there to be emptied on your way out of town. So lots of features packed into a very small package. Now, this allows you to take it to any national forest or national park campground. I was just having a discussion with my sister last night. I went to the Redwoods last year, and we rented a van very similar to what we have, and we went to some campsites that van barely fit in. And my sister's asking me with her small fifth wheel, which campground should I look at? Like, well, you can't go to any of the ones I went to because you're too big. You won't fit. But this, in footprint and length, is shorter than our van. It's like 2 feet shorter. It's a little higher. I think we're 20 feet in height. 10 feet. Sorry, 10 feet in height. So that will affect some clearances. Maybe can't get through the drive-thrus anymore, but I can fit in just about any parking spot. A lot of parks, national forest things, national park campgrounds, or national park facilities, they have specific RV-only parking for the larger vehicles. You won't need that. Don't use it with this. Save that for the people who need it. You don't need it with this vehicle. This will fit in any parking spot. You can take it into the cities and park in a regular parking space. You can parallel park this sucker. It is small. It is a great little package, and it has everything we want in it. And like I said, we were looking at the ones that are a little bigger with a bunk in them. Those have a smaller kitchen. They seem to have less storage unless you use the bunkus storage. You lose that inside-outside option. That one wasn't there either. So this is such a great little package. They're still working on getting them all over here. They take the chassis from Mexico over to Italy, put the monocoque shell on it, perfect fit, and then ship them over the States. So there's some transportation charges involved as well.